This off to college season, save on college, save the everyday. I remember when I first got to college and I thought I was so prepared. I was so focused on my daily outfits and making sure I had the perfect aesthetic that I completely forgot about one major part of college: themed parties. Every other week, there was some random theme night, and I was always scrambling at the last minute trying to pull something together. Whether it was costume, accessories, decorations, or something group themed, I somehow never had what I needed and was constantly making last minute purchases to save the day. College is already chaotic enough, and it's always the little things that catch you off guard. That's why I love that Amazon makes off to college shopping so easy. Whether it's dorm essentials, school supplies, organization items, or those last minute things you suddenly realize you need, Amazon has great deals, everyday low prices, a huge selection, and the convenience to help you get it all in one place. So remember, with Amazon's low off to college prices, just save on college, save the everyday.
You know, we're making art here.
Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
Good morning, my...
Galapagos Island gigglers.
Someone literally was like, Hannah has one job to come up with G words, and she literally can't. Anybody.
Ever. You would think you'd Google something.
Sorry, I don't use AI. Sorry, I'm not ChatGPTing it. This is just from the noggin, and it doesn't always work.
Honestly, in today's day and age, we want that more. I just saw on the internet.
What?
It was either like Complex or like World Star posted it. But like China's doing like Olympics with robots right now.
No.
No. And like they're not doing well.
No, use the men. There's plenty of men that could go fight right now.
It's like low key sad because the robots will just like fall and like be broken.
Well, especially because you hate when inanimate objects get hurt.
Well, I'm like, but also robots freak me out. So I have a weird relationship with them as an object because I'm like, no.
Yeah, because during our like prime brain forming years, there were like multiple movies like iRobot and other stuff that came out. And we were just like, we see the future. Don't need to be involved in that.
Want to know something weird that like no one else is going to get but you? But whatever this is our podcast. I'm on the wrong side in the Zoom and I don't like it.
Wait, me too. How do we switch it?
I don't think you can. I think because I don't know. It got whoever was on first, I think then like changed our order.
When you said like no one else is going to get this but you, I was like, well, what about the gigglers? They understand everything. And then you say a niche specific tech thing that we have on Zoom. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Maybe the audio podcast listeners aren't going to appreciate that. But thank you for bringing it up.
I just wanted to know if you have the same thinking pattern as I do.
I know for sure, because I keep looking left and you're not there.
You're always to my right.
I have to make housekeeping announcement.
Okay.
As you guys know, the reason my Masseter Massacre was so stressful was because I had booked my first ever like hosting gig and I couldn't speak about it. So I was like fighting for my life, trying to express myself.
You literally couldn't speak about it.
I couldn't speak and then I couldn't smile. I was trapped in my own body and face. But finally, they're letting me give a little tea.
Your mouth is really good right now.
I thought it was good. And then I hosted the cat event and I looked at the photos after and I was like, oh no, I'm still a freak.
Wow, right when you said cat, mine came out from under the bed.
Because she knows.
Yeah.
She knows it's her time.
Hannah had an event and didn't.
Sorry, Daphne, you can't be the face of every campaign relating to cats.
Take a day off.
She's calling her agent right now. She's like, there was a cat cafe in West Hampton and no one contacted my team.
She's like, I looked at the pictures. Not one cat had blue eyes. So, like, what are we doing here?
Oh my God. So anyway, early 2027, mark your calendars.
Yes.
I'm hosting a dating reality show called Making Love.
Sexual.
I'm entering my matchmaker era.
The marketing team had no idea what they were in for when they were like, Who should we cast? Oh, Hannah Berner. Hannah Berner seems like a good host for the show. And they're like, great. She's got a podcast. She can talk about it on her podcast. Never did they think that their show would be getting watched based on Hannah's botched plastic surgery.
When I tell you I can't move my mouth until maybe episode 6. Slightly. I mean, and let me tell you, the team behind this show is the team behind Love is Blind, Married at First Sight. Like, these are the real deal. Like, I'm not doing a dating reality show unless it's like the creme of the creme. Is that
Creme de la creme.
Creme?
You combined creme de la creme with cream of the crop because
You get
Yeah.
me. So these people were like really like they knew what they were doing. They knew how to do a hit show, and I was sitting in my trailer and I'm like, I'm going to ruin everyone's day. Like, I just was scared I was getting fired. So the good news is I didn't get fired. But what I loved about the show is it actually really reminded me of you and your dating style. Because you remember when we first met, I think you talked about this on TV too. You had your like insane fucking list. You're like, I want a guy who makes me pancakes in the
I
morning.
still have it.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you check it?
Of course.
Do you update it?
Absolutely.
Do you take stuff out?
Like I've grown older. I've had
You've gro-
different accommodations. Like there are certain things where I was like, wow, I don't need a man for that. Take it out.
Yeah, the becoming a professional plumber really helped with a lot of those things.
Handy around the house. Interesting.
So the show is called Making Love, and it's this really fun concept. I'm obsessed with it, where what if you could create your fantasy partner? So they basically had people come in with a list, whatever they wanted, it's their fantasy, and then they went out and found that person to see if they actually would fall in love. If you found someone who checked every box on your list, but then also that fantasy person that comes in gets to create their own fantasy person.
Oh.
So it was fucking crazy. Once everyone comes in and they're like, that's your perfect person, that's what you've been waiting for, is this going to be the love of your life now?
And you could meet your perfect person and be like, I hate this person.
Do you know how many times on a dating app I'm like, that's my perfect person, and then like you meet them and you're like, why am I creeped out? Why
Yeah.
are his eyes like that?
Or like when you meet a really hot guy and then you like start talking to him and then like after 30 minutes or like a year, you're you're like, I think you're hideous. Like how many men do you know that people find so hot that you're like you
No.
would vomit?
I actually
No, I can't. I know who you're thinking of, and I can't.
well, you're like me where once we move on, we move on.
Yeah.
Well, no, you've dabbled in the past before.
Well, look it. My dabbling in the dark arts is different. I've moved on.
Wait, you guys, Paige just coined, when you hook up with your ex, it's called dabbling in the dark arts. Use it, move forward with it, do what you need with it. That ate. That was so Angel somewhere just like, I've taught her well.
Yeah, like I'm over it. I'm just trying to like
Yeah.
ruin your life a little more.
You actually do like revenge a little more than me.
I would say a lot. I called my mom a week ago and I said this verbatim. I need more revenge. She goes, I think
Verbatim.
you've had enough.
But I also think that you can be less emotional than me in relationships. Like, you know how to like turn off for evil. Like when you have a purpose, you can like detach. You're good at detaching.
Great at detaching.
You're really good at disassociating. These are things that we could talk to someone about, but that's Kitty.
This is a kid I came
Wow.
to sit on.
The video listeners are getting so much good
When
stuff.
your cat decides to come up to you and sit on you, like, I'm sorry, you're a millionaire. Like, that is, I'm the richest woman in the world right now.
We talk about cats every episode, but like, I don't mind people. You know how many people came to my cat cafe and they were like, I don't like cats. And then within 3 minutes they're like, wait, that's cute as fuck. I'm like, okay, no, they just didn't know. Like, they don't know. They just hear of cats through people who talk shit about cats.
Wait,
It's like,
wait,
if
wait,
you
wait, wait.
are meeting a friend and you've only learned about that friend through people who don't fuck with that friend, of course you're not going to like that friend.
Okay, but showing up to a cat cafe and verbalizing that you don't like cats is if I walked into an AA meeting and offered everyone a cocktail.
Non-cat people like really strongly identify against cats, so they have to say it. They're like, I have a dog. They have to. But do you know what I realized? This is why we love cats. Cats are that fucking girl. People who've never even been in the same room as them hate them. Like, everyone's out here hating you, and you've never even met a cat, and you hate them. And you're talking shit about cats, and you literally use the H word. You hate a cat. That takes star power.
It really does. It really does.
Star power. And then they spend 5 minutes in the room with them, and they're actually like really, really nice.
She's a little girl.
So anyway, I also decided I wanted to do this because I obviously have taken a break from reality, and I wanted to wait for like the perfect opportunity to get involved as a host, being in full control, minus my emotions and smile. And I love love. I am a romantic. I love love. But I was really bad with height. I'm not gonna. I'm bad with the height stuff.
While you were hosting?
When I was dating.
Oh, I thought like you, as the host, you were like, okay, I would never pick you. You're like, oh, it's a short one. We weren't expecting that. Okay, it's very interesting to go from reality TV to then like hosting reality TV.
Yeah.
Like when you were filming, did you have your own inner thoughts about people that like obviously you're not saying because you're the objective one there? You're like the news reporter. You can't have a side.
No, I was fully had sides. I was crying. But it's part of my job to, like, by the end, I felt connected to everyone in a certain way. Because you guys know how I speak to men. Some of these men I whipped into shape. Like, from the very beginning, some guy was, like, trying to be funny, chatty chat. I said, that's not how we're doing it in this house. I felt like the substitute teacher who was like, I don't know who you've been talking to previously this year, but I don't fuck with this shit. And then by the end, like, once you get them to, like you, then they open up, and that was like the most fun part. Like I had so much fun making them laugh, but then like I saw some of these people like find love. I saw some of these people get their fucking heart shattered on TV. And there's moments, you know, when you're a host, like you're standing there, they're changing positions with cameras, and they make eye contact with me like I'm their like big sister. And I was like, I gave them like thumbs up, like you're doing great, like trust yourself. Like, I don't know. It was a little healing for me to be back in that place and see people on reality TV. But a dating competition is so different than like a Bravo show.
I don't think the gigglers know this one thing about you. So Hannah,
I'm scared.
Hannah gets like really upset if you're really hot and you like say that you're having trouble dating. Because you're like, I don't get it.
When you see a really hot person and they are like, I can't find someone, I haven't dated, I'm like, bro, you could date anyone you want, girl and guy. So it makes me think that like there's stuff they haven't worked on internally. We all know those really hot people who are like 43 and they're like, I don't know, I just haven't ever found someone. I'm like, I don't trust that.
Yeah.
And it really annoys me. But I think what's so cool about this show is a lot of people are like, well, I haven't met my dream person. They're like, okay, here it is. Here's your dream person. We looked all over America and we fucking found that person plus more and better. Can you fall in love with them? And it made people question like what they thought they wanted. And I got to kind of challenge people's beliefs and be like, so you said you wanted a guy like this, but he's like this. Does that mean you're not going to give him a chance? Like if he has a slightly different spiritual belief, or if he's a different nationality than you thought, like why did I say it Midwest? Nationality.
Sometimes you do go like straight Wisconsin.
You know, it was a time. Yeah. It was a time in my past that I.
Yeah, like okay, if I looked up my list right now, I actually probably could. If I looked up my list, let's see, when like the last time. I have a list on my phone that says Dear Paige.
You're adorable. And I knew that like if this was on paper, it would have been script with a heart. Dear Paige.
Sometimes for manifestation, I write a letter to myself that congratulates me for things that I haven't accomplished yet, but that's how I manifest. Okay, 2020. I haven't looked at it since 2024.
Wait, this is huge. I'm set.
Oh, she's a lot.
Wait. Give us some of the good ones. Give us the most outlandish
It's okay
ones.
if I make more money. I just don't want him to be jealous of it.
Well, that's huge for you.
Like
okay, that
sports
took a lot
not
to get to.
controlling. Understands my anxiety. That's really huge for me.
Oh. Wait, that's really good. I love how you're like, can't say that one, can't say that one.
I just wrote deals with like house stuff. And that's so valid. No, but like
That's
one
so
thing I'll
valid.
say that like is on here that I never had in my 20s is like of good character. Like
yeah.
I feel like once you hit your 30s, there's certain things that like men will have done in relationships that aren't even like that bad. You're just like, oh, okay. That are truly non-negotiables once you're in your 30s. Like if you lie to me about even what you had for breakfast that morning, get the fuck out of I can't do it. I can't. Lying is probably like my number one thing. Where in my 20s, I feel like I'd be like, oh, well, maybe like he was embarrassed and he didn't want to say
Yeah.
this, or like maybe I got it wrong. Maybe he really did go. Now I'm like, you're a fucking liar.
Do you know what your 20s is too? And I'm gonna be so fucking real. It's like you want to see who will pick you. Like you're like, what quality of guy can I get to pick me? And like, don't be pick me, don't be pick me. Your 20s is like what you're like, who am I and what kind of guy am I gonna be like with? And then once they pick you, then you realize, oh fuck, I have to have a relationship with them. And then you've been picked by a guy you thought you wanted to pick you. This is actually such an important thing to happen in your 20s. I had that guy. I think like everything on the list I got. And we were in like the perfect looking relationship, and then I couldn't eat and I was having panic attacks in the shower because everything on the list was correct and I still wasn't happy.
Yep.
And then I realized, oh, the perfect person is the one that when you're with them, your cortisol levels aren't spiking. You guys are laughing together. He believes in you. He's your, like, those are the things, not a guy who doesn't cheat.
Right. 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 I used to think that you had to like accept the lesser of the evils. Do you know what I mean? Like I used to be like, I used to date guys and say, okay, but he'll never cheat on me.
Yeah.
And I remember I dated one guy and I was like, but I feel like he'd make like a good husband and he'll like never cheat on me. And you were like, you can't
I was
stand
so
the sight
mad.
of him.
It's also, but it's not your fault. It's based on your past trauma to be like, this is my biggest fear. I need to make sure it doesn't happen. When love is like a lot more deeper than that, but also simpler. Like I always say, a relationship is a conversation that goes on for years. Who do you want to keep having a conversation with?
Oh my God, Hannah, you.
I know. No, but we're speaking from a place of like, we both do have parents that aren't divorced, like, which is kind of crazy in this day and age.
It actually
And
is.
one thing that I've heard from both of our parents' relationships is that they like each other.
Yeah.
They like, in the mornings, they're like talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like parents talking to each other in the morning is so fucking cute.
People get really mad at me about this, and really just like ex-boyfriends that I've said this to. I 110% truly and fully believe, and I don't care what anyone else's rebuttal is, that the man has to like you way more than you like him. And I think both of our moms are with men that would die without them and like them way more.
I agree with that to the point that like, if you ever feel like you're forcing it with a guy, if you ever feel like you have to convince a guy to like you, move on. So Making Love is going to be on Paramount Plus in early 2027. And I think the show is going to be game-changing, epic, and just challenges all your beliefs of like, if you could create your perfect person, your fantasy person, would you actually fall in love?
I'm so excited to see your looks.
Because we're women in STEM, it's
Mhm.
important to be experts at a lot of things. And one of the things we are experts in is sleep.
Dare I say I'm an expert in the entire bedtime night routine?
Dare you say yes?
I've maximized my skin routine, my hair masking. I'm really getting into bed mode an hour before I'm in the bed.
Yeah, you don't just jump into bed. You're not a Neanderthal.
Right. I have steps.
Also, I've mastered the locations where I sleep. I'm like an infant. I fall asleep in any moving vehicle.
Yeah.
Airport, subway, car. The second the vehicle moves, and I can fall asleep.
You're
with
like
my,
a baby.
yeah, any position, I can fall asleep like this,
Yeah.
like this, like this. Will your neck hurt after? Yes, but
And it's okay if your neck hurts after, because all you have to do is go to a real woman in STEM at Mattress Firm. They have legitimate sleep experts. The last time I went to go pick out a mattress, I ended up talking to a sleep expert.
which is the most fun date ever.
Actually, I ended up talking to a couple of sleep experts.
Oh, they pulled out everyone for you.
Well, I went to different locations because I was just browsing.
Yeah.
They truly know how to maximize your sleep. And that's what you want, because there are some nights where you're not going to get your full 8 hours, but you need to be able to maximize your time in bed.
Also, some people will call it lazy. I would call sleep the most important part of your existence. If you don't sleep, you can't grow, you can't think, you can't talk.
And as two women who have figured out how to create an entire business from our bed and yapping,
I got 10
think-
hours of sleep last
I
night.
think we know. Did you?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but I did.
I got an adjustable base bed, and I will truly never go back. You know, in the mornings when you wake up and you're like, I do want to do my emails, but like it's Saturday morning, I'm not getting up. I'm up.
I, as a sweater, love the cooling technology at
Yes.
Mattress Firm because nothing will keep me up more at night than feeling hot.
Yeah.
Cool mattress. Oh, I
Dare we
want it
say
freezing.
Dare we say your pillow's always cool on both sides?
And that's called science.
And the real women in STEM are the actual scientists that are at Mattress Firm.
Instead of you trying to figure it out yourself, they tell you exactly what you need and what you want. And one thing about us is we know what we don't know. And when I walk into there, I said, tell me what I need.
Yeah.
Go to Mattress Firm, talk to their sleep experts, and get matched with your perfect mattress. Like a true woman in STEM.
For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm.
They make sleep easy, www.mattressfirm.com. Anyway, you were at the track this weekend.
I was. You know, I didn't take any pictures, not even of my outfit, and I wore a hat.
What kind of hat did you wear?
Like a big black one.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the track where I go once a summer, honestly. And it wasn't that hot this year, which was good. But we go to like this bar after. And so like we're at the track for probably like, I don't know, from like 2 to 5:30. And then we go to this bar from like usually like for 2 hours. We get to the bar and like my family's like getting a cocktail and like we're seeing people that like we haven't seen in a while. And I just get this overwhelming sense that I have to get the fuck out of there.
well, yeah, you've been socializing for 4 hours. That's way past my limit. Your body started rejecting
Being out.
your existence.
Do you want to know
Yeah.
what I think it was? And my mom literally got so mad at me. Like once we got home, she's like, "You're so dramatic and like honestly annoying."
I love when Kim puts you in your place.
Sometimes when I'm in places or situations that I have been in 100 times, but had very different actions, I like revert back. Like, okay, where we go, I've gone to that bar since I was a senior in high school, like after the track.
my
I've drank
God.
at this bar for 10 years. So sometimes I feel like when I'm there, I think back to like things I've done there. And I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here because someone's gonna be like, "Remember a couple of years ago when you're on the top of the table?" Like I'm like, I can't be here anymore. It's bringing
It's too
back.
close to your past
No, it's too close.
stuff that you've like. It's like when you're walking through New York City and you're like, I think I cried on that block.
One of my friends was there and he said something to me, and I had like a moment where I like went back in time and I was like, I have to go.
But there is also something so powerful to be like, I'm not that girl. like I used to be. I'm not her, and I can sit here. But yeah, you're also, you see all those people from before. You kind of get afraid you're getting sucked back into
It
like
wasn't
the
even like
past.
bad stuff. It was more like, oh my God, I can't believe I used to drink the amount I used to drink and like party and go out and be out for hours and love it. And now I'm like, if I don't get in the car with AC blasting on me, I'm gonna throw up.
Well, the horse world is its own
Yeah.
culture. Like horse girls are real, but it's crazy. Everyone says horse girls, but then it's only men on the track.
Yeah.
Make that make sense?
There's like one woman from Albany that I think is like a really
Yeah,
big
but all
horse
the men
trainer
are
known.
like who are actually like on the horses are literally 4'11", and they had to like
the jockeys.
find these specific men who are of light stature. I'm like, just find a woman. If you need a 5'2",
It's interesting that there's not more women, but there's actually, I think, like a couple years ago, maybe even longer, I might even be going back 10 years, there was a documentary on HBO about horse jockeys, and they live a really tough life. Like,
no, I bet. There's something weird about it. It's like how women love cooking, but only men are chefs. It's like how women love fashion, but the top fashion designers are men. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm crossing my I's, dotting my T's. Okay? Wait, I'm pissed off. Can I talk about something? And I don't like to start
I felt
drama.
it brewing. I felt
I'm jacked up this morning.
Put it in the book
Have you seen the advertisement going around?
for Callaway Golf.
It's going to really upset you. Yeah. I'm actually going to cry right now.
It really
See, I'm
upset
crying.
me. No, nothing upsets me more than physicality like that. If you haven't seen it, they pulled it already, but you can find the video. Callaway Golf did a ad. They had like a bunch of different social media ads. It wasn't like it was like a commercial on TV, but it was basically on a golf course, and it was a girl walking up to golf clubs, and she was about to take one of the golf clubs out. The guy standing runs up, pushes her to the ground.
And
She
says,
falls on the
"Don't
ground.
touch my driver."
Don't touch my driver.
Now, this is the guys from Good, which is basically this golf YouTube where like guys watch other guys play golf.
You're a loser.
If your boyfriend or husband follows them or whatever, you have to tell him about this, because it's so revolting. Now, the question is, everyone's wondering, is how did it get this far? Me and you have worked with brands before. Sometimes you can't even make a slight little joke, and they're like, no. So this was approved by lawyers and creatives and heads of departments. So Callaway and Good Golf put a guy pushing a girl saying, "Don't touch my driver."
To the
And
ground.
for anyone who says it's a joke, for a joke to be funny, it's supposed to be relatable. So you're saying that's relatable, pushing someone and showing physical violence to a woman as funny and silly, of basically being like, women are dispendable objects and that my golf club is more valuable than them. That's not fucking funny.
Also, men are so fucking obtuse, because I feel like the argument they would say is like, if the roles were reversed and it was a girl pushing a guy down, it's like, right, but we don't kill you. Like, you guys are our number one predator, so that's why it's not funny when it's you pushing us down, because you guys already do that in everyday life.
If you care about protecting women, especially protecting women in sports, and if you're a man that cares about masculinity and being high value, the strongest thing you could do is protect women.
Callaway's like a huge company.
No, and
Wait, who owns Callaway?
you're like, find the man.
Eli Reeves Callaway Jr., 1982.
I think that also the girl in the video is getting hate. Like, well, the girl said she wanted to do it. The girl's involved in it. Sorry, imagine being a girl with a room of, there's 10 men in the video. There's like, and they're like, okay, this is what the video is going to be. It's going to be funny. Let's go. You think you want her to then stand up for herself in front of all these men and be like, I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's cool. We cannot start hate. I'm not about to start hating on this woman right now.
So she can get fired? Let her at least get her bag.
Let's stay focused on the problem at hand, which is the fact the bigger overarching picture. I do have to say, I have seen a lot of men speak out and be like, I used to follow good, and like
As
this
soon
is
as
just
we are allowed to make choices on our own bodies, then I'll find it a joke. Like if I could go to any state and get an abortion, then I would say, cool, that's fine. But since I can't, no.
also women in the golf space. If you notice, the biggest influencers in golf who are women have to be like, they're like overly sexualized, and on a golf course, like you walk in, it's just good old boys. Like it's golf is so where men make deals on the course and where men have only men days, and like it disgusts me so much. And by the way, that's why I like being fucking good at golf, because I like beating these losers.
Actually, I feel like the gigglers don't know that like old men are like obsessed with playing golf with you. One
No, you
time I
guys.
called Hannah and I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I'm on the golf course." Or no, I'm on the tennis court. And I said, "With who?" And she said, like 2 85-year-old men.
You guys, the work we do in feminism isn't always seen in the public eye, but I play older man sports, tennis and golf. So obviously the people who are playing them is like men between 50 and 80. And now to play with me, you have to go through my husband. No one has my direct contact. So it goes through Des, and then Des tells me all the men that want to compete with me throughout the week. This is what I do during the summer. So then I say who's made the cut, and then once they come, I ruin them. No mercy. A lot of them like it. It's like some weird thing.
Yeah, I
But
bet.
and then they go back to their homes, and some of these men, I think, they start realizing women are people after a lesson with me.
I need like
After hitting
I
with me.
need the men to like just like realize that they aren't good athletes and they're not professional ones. And just because they all play golf together doesn't mean they're making business deals.
Also, how is masculinity you being like, I want to hang out with my boys and play golf for 6 hours, and I don't want a woman near me, and if she tries to touch my stuff, I'm gonna push her? Like, it's not funny.
There was
And
like some
you guys-
guy who made a video at Barstool, and he was like, I'd rather like sit here and watch the game with you than like go have sex with my girlfriend. Like if that brings you and your boys closer together, have at it. But like okay, you freak.
I just can't with
We're really
the-
hating men this episode.
I had to speak up on this because the sports stuff pisses me off. Like the men treating women like they're these athletes and women don't belong in their space. Like Giggly Squad is about us being able to take up space anywhere we want. And I also want, there's like this fucking divide between men and women that we have to like conquer, because it's getting scary.
No, I can't even go on TikTok. Like TikTok has like not been fun for like the past month. I'm like,
No,
okay.
because it's just think pieces of people trying to like take people down for no reason, or like think pieces about really scary actual things that are going on.
Yeah. No, and for Callaway to put out a domestic violence commercial in the year 2026 is, I just think, one of the craziest things. But honestly, you know what's going to happen? Nothing.
Nothing.
Like nothing. If that was a female owned brand and they did something that was like so they'd be done. They'd be done.
Oh my God. And there's one thing where sometimes people do try to be funny, and then you take something out of context, or like you're like, oh, at their heart they were trying to be funny and they just missed. This is not that.
Yeah,
This
you're a
is
golf
like,
brand. No one expects you to be funny. If anything, we know everyone that works at your company is not funny. Like, you've actually just proved to us that you're extra not funny. Also, like, stick with golf. Why do you think you can make like funny skits on the internet?
Okay, you guys know I live for just doing the thing, not overthinking it. Like, why do we need to spend so much time playing it safe and staying inside our comfortable little bubbles? Honestly, the absolute best parts of life happen when you just follow your heart and take a little risk. Like, imagine going to Europe, getting a little lost down some gorgeous cobblestone alley and trying to order an espresso in a language you don't even know. It's fine. That kind of vulnerability is literally how you grow and actually figure out who you are.
and that's what you're doing right now.
Flew Delta Airlines all the way to Capri.
The vibe on the Delta flights to go to Europe are so chic elevated. It just makes you feel like a little princess. And I got my Delta headphones and I'm watching my movies. I also think it's so important to travel, and Delta takes care of you during the travel so that you can grow and learn about new cultures and just experience new things. We can't just stay in our bedroom all the time, even though it's comfortable. And when I travel, I just learned that that no one cares, and like the world's just so much bigger than you, and that's comforting.
It gives you perspective.
Yes. So traveling is the ultimate way to experience some major personal growth and just see what happens. Step outside your comfort zone this summer and fly with Delta Airlines. Honestly, they completely changed the game for European travel and make the whole journey feel so elevated and special from the second you board. Go book your next great chapter right now at delta.com. Speaking of women in sports, I have to make a confession. I played Scrabble last week. When was the last time you played Scrabble?
Was never a huge fan of it. I'm sure that doesn't come as a shock. But I thought this game is stupid and for nerds. I don't over 15 years.
Did you know that like my Nana is really good at Scrabble? Like she would have these Scrabble games and she would like call me after and be like, I won by 50 points. Like scrub the floor with these bitches. Like, and she was good. She's doing the 2-letter words. Like she gets like, she's not fun to play with because you're like, okay, well you're playing a different game than I am.
Yeah.
So I buy Scrabble because I'm bored this summer. Clearly. And I was like, Des, let's play Scrabble. And he was like, no. And then Jeannie was around. So I was like, Jeannie, do you want to play Scrabble? And she's like, sure. I'm like, how fun and cute. She kicked my ass. Like, she was like, well, there was drama with it.
Well, she's a nurse.
She's
so
a nurse.
She has
she's
a whole
very,
other
very smart.
vernacular that you don't even know about.
No, I know. At one point, I swear to God, this is supposed to be our like sweet little game at night after a long day, decompressing. She puts a tile down. She goes, it's like taking candy from a baby. She said it out loud. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
She's like, Daniel, watch the kids. It's going to be a long night for Hannah.
It's about to be a bloodbath. But then there was drama because Des comes out, even though he didn't want to play. He was like seeing what was going on. And she was pulling out the dictionary before she'd go to like look for words, and he said that's a no. So then there was drama because we were like, people, it's like when this is not relatable, but like when you play basketball, not basketball, but like no, when you play beer pong, like people have different rules depending on the state and depending on the college. So we didn't discuss before the Scrabble what the rules were because I didn't know it was going to get something competitive.
Right.
So some people out here say if you have to grab the dictionary and you're wrong with the word that you're looking for, that counts as a turn.
Oh, they're cutthroat in the Hamptons.
Yeah, they're cutthroat. And we weren't playing cutthroat, so I was letting her go through the dictionary. We're having fun. Next thing you know, I'm down by 50 points. And then I was like,
you've tricked me.
You tricked me. And I at one point I was like, this isn't fun anymore, so then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Sorry, Kitty's rolling around the bed and like knocking everything over. Please, Kitty. That's how I feel about Rummy Cub. Like there's like the 30.
I've never played.
We have to play.
I think we need to have a weekly mahjong, but mahjong I fear is too long for our attention span. So maybe is it Rummy or Rummy Cube?
I say Rummy Cub, but other people say Rummy Cube. But I'm like, there's no E.
You're saying Rummy or Rummy?
I say Rummy.
Got it.
RUMMI.
Got it.
So I went to the track this weekend and then I did nothing the rest of the weekend.
Do you have an opinion on how you should put your significant other's name in their phone? Because I've been getting some backlash because my husband's name is Des Bishop, full government name in my
No, I
phone.
do full government names. There might be a day where we don't know them. Okay? And I'm not taking the extra time to go in and change their name in my phone from my sweetie to something else. No.
My name in his phone is Burn with a heart, which I think I put in early on.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I have like random weird superstitions, of course, because I'm a freak. And one of mine is if I change your name in my phone from your first and last name to something or I add a heart, done, relationship's over. in high school,
Mm.
if I baked you cupcakes, my mom would say it was the kiss of death because it'd be done like the next week. Something would happen and it'd be done.
Wait, how would you present the cupcakes to him? Like,
It had
happy
nothing to
birthday?
do with the cupcakes. It was just like it seemed to be that like there'd be a time where I'd start liking a boy or a guy in high school. It was a boy, and I would bake cupcakes, and then like I did it in college, and then one time, even in my 20s, I remember I was baking like a cake or cupcakes for someone. I was maybe like 22, and I told my mom, and she goes, "Oh, so you'll be broken up by next week." And we
Kim
were.
is so savage. Kim is so savage. Wait, so like when he's coming over, you're like, I made cupcakes. Sorry, I'm still not sure.
No,
'Cause
like
you don't just make one cupcake. You make like 40
no, yeah.
cupcakes.
You make like 12, like a batch of 12.
Do you decorate them?
Yeah, I decorated them. The last time this happened to me, I baked a cake. I was probably like, I don't know, like 24. I was seeing this guy for like, I don't know, we would like randomly hang out, see each other. There was nothing serious. He was really like a situationship for like 7 years, truly, is what he was. Honestly,
That's not for the week.
it's so not for
You're
the week.
so fucking strong.
I was so strong through that. I baked him a cake and then I didn't talk to him for 3 years.
Do you think it has to do with your baking skills?
No, I don't think it has to do with my baking at all. I think there's something in the universe that when I get to bake, they go, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've thrown something off. We have to get her back on track. So I don't bake for anyone because they might wind up dead. I don't do it.
I baked scones once, which is crazy because
Wow.
I'm like, let's pick the hardest thing to bake.
It's like so hard, I feel like.
No, I know, but that's because I'm fucking delusional and crazy. It's like I was trying to paint a painting for my cat cafe, because we wanted to auction it off, and I was like, yeah, I'll paint a painting. Turns out, don't understand the difference between oil, acrylic. It's way more complicated than that.
I knew that someone was gonna get fucked up there.
It got real, and then I like tried something, it wasn't working. I quit. I got all frustrated. I almost flipped the table, and then I ended up just doing Hannah's Cat Cafe in font, and I was like, let's call it a day. But I do think my delusion is overall a good thing, but I do find myself in situations where I'm like, we didn't need to do a Da Vinci
I
cat.
overshot this one. Oop. This is a quick one. Didn't think about this long enough. Actually, my brother, who is a phenomenal baker, this weekend I requested the state cake of Maryland.
Obsessed with you.
Which, if you don't know what the state cake of Maryland is, I didn't know either until a couple nights ago on TikTok. It is between 8 to 12 layers
Mm-hmm.
of vanilla cake with chocolate frosting. I sent it to my brother. I said,
I love vanilla cake.
8 to 12 layers of a vanilla cake with chocolate frosting. It was,
How long did that take him?
I don't know how long it took him.
He was
had to,
baking for days.
I was like, oh, do you just bake it and then cut it? And he goes, no, Paige. I had to buy 5 different
the
pans.
man
'cause it
lost his
has to
job
be
in the meantime.
It has to be really thin. It was so good.
Wait, can he be on like Great British Bake Off?
Oh my God. My brother is one of the best
Like
bakers.
he'd be perfect for one of those shows, at least like a Food Network show. If you're a producer listening, put Gary on.
No, he would also be so funny. He's so good at baking. He is really good at cooking too. He has like random specialties that he's really good at, like anything buffalo chicken. I feel like he's really good at. But he's made some of like the most insane things for me. Like sometimes I'll just be like, I'm craving like pistachio, but like chocolate cake, and he'll be like, okay. And like one night he made me a chocolate lava cake, but it was like pistachio butter came out of it.
No, he needs to do one of those shows. I'll text Bobby Flay.
Oh my God. Imagine.
Also, I wanted to let you know, like, I'm becoming so page coded and girly.
What are you doing?
Well, Des was talking to his brother. His brother needs to get a new car, and they were like looking at cars, and they were like showing the options, and I was like, why are car colors so fucking boring? Like, we don't have one baby blue.
right.
Like, these are the biggest car companies in the world, and all they have is like black, silver, or like light silver and white. And I'm like, no one threw in a coral?
What's your go-to car color in your head? Like you're like, I have to get a car tomorrow. What are you getting? black or white.
Well, see, I like ugly. Like I want brown, which is why I'm Hannah coded, or like a tannish tan, like something off. But that's the thing. Why don't they have fun colors for cars? Whatever happened to a pattern? Like no one has whimsy in the car
No one
industry.
has whimsy. No one has whimsy in the car industry. It's like, it's also, you want to know what? It's kind of like a little bit elitist because like, oh, only a Lamborghini can be orange.
Oh, interesting. Because also I'm like every fall we get new colors for the fall, and I'm like we change our nails, we change our.
I'm
Why aren't
loving
we
baby
changing our
blue
car?
and brown right now. Like, could I get a pinstripe Range Rover?
100. Yeah. Whatever happened to a little like
Well, you can get them
polka
wrapped.
dot?
Here's one thing. My dad is very into cars and
Mhm.
Joe is very into cars. So I know a lot about wrapping cars.
It's
Against my will.
giving, who's the Pimp My Ride guy?
It's giving
Exhibit. Bring back Exhibit, who by the way loves cats.
Yeah.
He's all over my feed with his cat.
He's had a cat. He's had the same cat for like 20 years.
I also have I do need some advice.
Okay.
So for the US Open, we're going to the US Open. We're going to be there on the night of the 31st. See y'all there. Oh my god, Kitty's so
Oh, I'm obsessed with Kitty recently.
flimsy and cute right now and cuddly. I got asked to do a podcast. And it's Maria Sharapova's podcast.
At the US Open? Like, do you do it there?
We're doing a live pod. People can get tickets on
where?
Sunday at a hotel
Oh, okay.
in the city.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I pictured you like in the stands doing.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that'd be cute. But this is my question, you guys. If you don't remember, when I went to the Chelsea Handler show, she had this like after party and it ended up being like a ton of people. She has so many friends. And Maria Sharapova was standing there and I started freaking out and all my friends were like, say hi to her. And I'm like, this isn't how we're supposed to meet. This isn't how we're not like in a crowded, loud room and me being like, hi, no. Like, I'm like, it's not how we're supposed to meet. So now I'm going to meet her. And I just want advice on like, how did you act when you met Victoria Beckham?
I actually was just gonna. There's two people that I was like, what the fuck am I gonna say? One was Victoria Beckham and one was Kourtney Kardashian. And you want to know what? I just went in with what came to my brain in that moment, and it was,
Which is scary.
and it's scary. But you want to know what? It's the most genuine, and I think to Kourtney, I was like, oh my god. Like, I'm a huge fan of you. I've always loved you. Like, you guys are like, I'm obsessed with you guys. Like, there's nothing to say other than like, hello.
Yeah.
This is crazy for
Yeah.
me.
Also, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. And you can't control that in this life.
I think one of the weirdest things is acting like you're not a fan of
No, I would never do that.
someone.
I would
I
never
like
do
to
that.
say that first.
I don't want to drool on them in the beginning and like be like so like I don't want to scare them where they feel like I literally am gonna wear their skin, but I like to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh my god, it's such an honor to meet you.
With Serena Williams, they were both like the fashion icons of my childhood. Like Maria Sharapova's outfits. I mean, she's 6'2", she looks like a model, so it was like easy for her. But she was designing with Nike the like most cute princess iconic looks. Amazing torso. I could connect with her over that. I'm trying to find connections. But I'm just letting you guys know I'm gonna be so fucking nervous the whole time, and everything I say in my head I'm gonna be like, that was stupid. So come to the event.
No, it's gonna be fun and cute. Where's Anna Kournikova?
She's living a peaceful life with her husband Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
And like never papped, never anything.
Isn't
Wait,
that
did you
so
see-
funny? Like certain celebrities that you're like, I haven't seen them in 10 years.
It means that they're at peace, I think. When I was younger, I'd always wonder, like, why would this pop star stop making music? Or why did this actor, why aren't they acting? And now I'm like, oh, they made money. And they're like, I'm good, babe. This is a job and I want a break.
Wait, who's the one rapper that I used to think about that all the time?
Lil Wayne.
No, T-Pain. Like for a while, I'd be like, where the fuck is T-Pain? And then I'd be like,
But now this man is ready. It's kind of like Anne Hathaway. How many movies has Anne Hathaway shot?
it's actually making me really sad that she's doing so many movies because I know we're not going to see her now for 25 years.
I watched the beginning of Mother Mary
How was
last
that?
night. Well, I was going to text you because it's about a pop star and her former costume designer stylist who like helped create her career, and she goes back to them to like make a dress for her, and I was like, this is about fashion. Paige is going to love it. But then there's some singing involved, and then I was like, I'm going to think twice before I text Paige about this.
And is it
Um,
scary movie?
It's not scary, but I was like 45 minutes in, and I was like, it's not really going anywhere.
You know what I
can't do
did
this right
hear
now.
recently is that Julie Andrews isn't in the next Princess. They're making another Princess Diaries movie,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like declined. She's also like,
But this thing, I get it.
but I feel like Anne Hathaway making so many movies right now that are premiering, and now she's obviously pregnant. She's gonna have a baby.
Oh,
I really
forgot
feel
she's
like we're not gonna see her for a really long time, and it's like it's making me sad because I'm like,
Mm.
no, we just got her back, and now she's gonna be gone.
Is this her first baby?
This is her third.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna sound so millennial of me, but do you know what
Yeah.
the fuck Chanty Beluga is?
No. I've heard of it, but I couldn't place it.
No. I actually feel like I'm like, okay, it's time for me to like get married and have a baby because the things are going right over my head on the internet. Like I saw this video and it was like talking about Chanty Beluga and it was someone being like, "Oh my god, it's such like millennial cringe, but it's for Gen Z." I have no idea what it is. It's basically just like a girl who like created like a crazy name and she just like does different skits as this person.
You know you're getting older when you see something that's trending and you decide, don't care. Not going to look into it. Don't want to know. Don't want to know.
I wish I felt that way about clavicular, but I can't stop.
Final notes on stuff we're watching. I watched Furious. And I have to apologize to the community. I did not know this was about human trafficking and abuse. I love how I was like, don't like the script.
It's literally about
this is
domestic violence.
Yeah, this is super, super important. Do I think there's moments that I was like, this is kind of like the plot was kind of frustrating or like weird? Yes. But sometimes these shows, they're like, you know how they keep you going and then the ending just like isn't.
Well, who
good?
you think the villain is, ultimately, you're like, well,
What I loved about this is the ending. Is it done or are there more episodes coming out?
no, I think there's one more.
Okay, so I like love where it's going. I hate these mystery type detective stuff where then at the end they just like say the most random shit. They're like, it's the guy we never met from the store. And you're like, this is what I've been fucking wasting 24 hours on. So I really like where it's going. I also why isn't the star girl not like popping off more?
Emmy Rossum?
No, the other one who plays the serial killer. Like,
oh.
it's so funny because like I feel like maybe because she's depicted as like crazy, like people aren't like,
No, look at the Obsession girl.
no, look at the Sterling Point girl. I'm like, why isn't the serial killer girl getting the same love?
Yep, that's so true.
I did start Sterling Point, and I didn't get through the first episode, but I kind of like I didn't know where it was going. I was like, where is it going? I get it. She's on an island.
You want to know what? It's not a show for you.
I don't care about 17-year-old
I know
drama.
you don't. I know
The
you
second she's like, I'm 17, which she's 25, I was like, but I did like her chemistry with the brother who is a Nepo baby.
don't. Yeah. Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
He's the whole.
I do appreciate a Nepo baby who you're like, oh, they used their genetic talents well.
Here's the thing for Nepo babies. Like, I don't get it. Do you know how many people I know just like growing up where it's like, oh, their dad's a doctor. And it's like, oh, yeah. So then like they became a doctor. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, but like when it comes to like acting or celebrity, it's like, oh my God, are you kidding? It's like, okay.
The problem is that they'll be like, you just have to work hard and believe in yourself and you can be a star. And people are
Oh,
like,
like
okay,
the actual Nepo baby.
yeah,
Got
like
it.
it's how they don't like to admit that like the only reason you got an audition was because your mom is a superstar.
Right. Which I would say that all day long. I'd be like, sucks that you
Yeah.
don't have my mom.
Also,
what
but it's
am I
not
gonna
their
do about
fault they
it?
have their mom. It's their fault when they're like, if I worked really hard to get in this position, or they complain, like, it was really hard for me because this is my mom. And it's like, but they don't know anything else. Like, they don't know what life is like where, like, no one gives a fuck.
I think Matthew McConaughey said his son auditioned for something and he didn't use McConaughey, like the name, last name.
Yeah, because he wants to try to, like, be not known just as his son, but, like, the directors know.
Do you want to
that
know
my
something that really
son
pisses
was
me off?
auditioning. Yeah.
When you have a leg up in the world and you're like, I shan't use it. No, just fucking use it. Like, it makes me feel like when there's like kids that are like the children of like million and billionaires, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
start a charity. Like, literally do anything.
But I do think of, like, the trauma of, like, and trauma's a strong word to use, but, like, your whole life, all people talk about, let's say, is your mom. So, like, you have trouble finding your own identity because your mom is so famous. And I guess they get, like, anger or hatred, and they could turn to drugs. And it's just, like, it's an issue we could never imagine. But, like, I mean, my mom was the principal of the top public middle school in Brooklyn. And I felt like she was a celebrity. Everyone knew who she was when we walked in any room, and I loved it. I was like, yeah, that's my mom.
And I would love that.
It's complicated with parents.
I think that's a good note to end on.
But in sports, for example, like, I watch, like, Coco Gauff, and I'm like, she's fucking amazing. Her mom was an incredible athlete, too.
Right. And
Like, it makes
that's
sense.
just genetics. It's in you. So I feel like if someone's like really creative or really mathematical, it makes sense that
Mhm.
their offspring would maybe have some of those traits. Like, I don't get why people get so mad at humans for wanting to do a similar thing that their parents did.
And our mental health moment of the week is something I saw online and I agree with, is you will always come back to the joys and passions you had as a child. Whatever you like to do as a kid is what you're meant to do.
Pushing
So go
men
chase
into
it.
the dirt.
And
I love that.
Thank you for giggling with us. We love you so much. Have an amazing, amazing week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.